Hey, 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 how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I completely believe that it is our divine right to live prosperously, to have empowering relationships, whether it's between you and your kids, you and your parents, you and your siblings, partner, colleagues at work, clients, customers. Relationships should be empowering. That is your divine right. Having health and energy, that is your divine right. Having more money than you know what to do with, that is your divine right. So you're not having to concern yourself or worry about how much money and how much the things cost and whether you can afford healthcare for your family or blah, blah, blah. You don't want to be worrying about that stuff. As well as, what's the final thing? Yeah, fulfilling work that you wake up in the morning and think to yourself, you know what? I get to do this work. That's how I feel about this work that I do with you guys. I get to do this work. That I believe, those things, plus, whatever it is that you desire, because you, of course, can break those things down into something specific to you. That, to me, is your divine right. What I know without a shadow of a doubt is this. Things get in the way of that. Things absolutely get in the way of that. So, we can claim forever all the things that we can start shouting affirmations and jumping up and down. And for most of us in this community, you work very hard to create those things. And yet, sometimes it just doesn't freaking work. And I'll tell you why. There are inner blocks inside of you. And I don't want you to get all thinking that that's some kind of, forever, I'm never going to be able to prosper. No, it just means that you need to do as much work inside of you to clear those blocks as you do outside of you to create the prosperity that you desire. I keep hearing this word from the divine that it is the day for fortune, restoration and expansion for those that are willing to do what it takes to move forward. Fortune, restoration and expansion. Because as I said, it is your divine right to live well, to have an adventurous, love-drenched life if you will choose it. This is why I'm putting on the DM assembly. This is why I do the work that I do, to immerse you in a different way of thinking, a different way of doing life, because most of us were trained to settle, to think that, as much as we have these big ideas and as much as we have these big dreams, that they're just not possible, that it's not practical for an adult to think that they can live out their vision. This is what I know without a shadow of a doubt, that you were never given a vision just to taunt you, just to make you feel dissatisfied with life. No, it is your vision because you are capable of creating it. I don't care where you are, where you were born, who you were born to, what has gone before, what mistakes you've made, what people have done to you or not done to you. If you have a vision of something more in life, it is yours to create if you're willing to do the inner work and the outer work in order to create it. Now, I know in this community, most of us are hard-working people. So that's not the problem. The problem is that most of us in this community, and I used to be this person, we do not want to look at what is going on under the hood. It's almost like it feels pointless. It feels like if I look too closely at what is going on under the hood, I might get sucked in and never come out again. And yet, if you don't, you could on one hand saying, I want a heck of a lot more money. On the other hand, inside of you in your subconscious mind, which is a heck of a lot more powerful than your conscious thought, it is you're thinking to yourself, you remember that time you went out with your mother or your father and they were accusing some spiritual teacher of being really mercenary and horrible. And so then you took on the belief that money is in some way bad and spiritual people are not supposed to be wealthy in any way. And so that is still playing, but you don't know. So on the one hand, you're telling yourself, I want to create wealth for my family, for myself, and it's a noble desire. You're working hard to create it, but you're finding out that you're not getting anywhere. Or in your relationships, you want an intimate relationship. You want a great partnership. You want a soulmate kind of relationship with someone. And yet, in the back of your mind, you saw your parents. And some of this stuff just started in childhood, whether we like it or not. You saw your parents, you saw your uncles, your aunties messing around. You saw their relationships were painful. And you made an inner vow when you were like 7 or something that you're never, that the opposite sex is out to get you. or that you're never going to get into that kind of relationship, and you somehow convinced yourself as well, not knowingly, you didn't do this knowingly, you told yourself that the people of the opposite sex or people of the same sex, depending on what kind of relationship you're looking for, are somehow always playing games and all the good ones are gone and it's only the rubbish ones that are left for you. And so even though you say you want a great relationship, you are also working against your ability to create a great relationship. And this applies in so many different areas of life. Some of y'all are in business. You want your business to grow, but you have an underlying belief that if you grow, you're not going to be able to handle it. And so you get in your own way. Some of you believe the divine is withholding stuff from you, that you have to beg and plead and sacrifice everything in order to get anything, and then you're not even going to get that much anyway because the divine doesn't think that it's good. And all of that stuff, all the nonsense we have taken on board, a lot of it, you don't even know it's there. That's the unfortunate truth. At the moment, there's all kinds of craziness going on in the world, but there's always all kinds of craziness going on in the world. There's always a reason for people to be afraid. And you can take on that and it will block you from peace and plenty. It will block you from the promise of fortune, restoration, and expansion. This is why the DM assembly is now being put on. It is cost effective because I know that some of these things are I know what I had to invest to become the person that I am today, to unveil me. But you don't have to, put yourself in a crazy, horrible situation financially like I did, I must admit. I've created this assembly for practical, spiritual people who are determined to experience fully peace and plenty in all areas of their life. If that is you, come, let us start clearing the blocks inside of you to peace and plenty. Come, let us power up your vision together. Where two or more agree on anything, it is done for them. There's no doubt in my mind that it is done. And I promise you right now that all the prayers you've been praying, the answer has come. The answer is always yes, but you don't recognize the answer because it is coming through all of the blocks inside of you. So you think that you have to pray more and sacrifice more and, oh my God, maybe the divine doesn't want to give it to me. No. The answer is coming. It's just coming through the blocks inside of you. So it may not look anything like what you think it should look like. And until you get deliberate about both the inner work and the outer work, the same patterns will continue to play out in your life. It is time to break free, my loves. It is time to break free. I've put this DM assembly together so that we can have a clearing event together twice a month, an agreement event at the same time twice a month. You will be immersed in immersion trainings that help you to think differently, to see things differently, because you have been conditioned to think less of yourself. People who meant well, they meant well, but they limited you. And it's time for you to deliberately break free. I've put together like 100 programs which cover business growth, cover personal growth, cover spiritual growth. And they continue to grow because I'm always learning stuff and I want to disseminate this stuff to as many people who are willing to learn. Me and the divine, we are close. So we learn. I learn quite a lot of stuff. I want to disseminate this stuff, but then you also get exposure to me in the group if you choose to join me in the group, as well as on the calls, and you can attend from anywhere. Okay, and the point of the good thing about having that exposure to me is that I can, when you're telling your stories, I can see where you're blocked. I can see what is getting in your way, and then I can help you because you're so immersed in it, you don't know. You need an objective viewpoint. You need one. This is not even just, if you are determined to live bigger than you are right now, you need someone outside of your life looking in and saying, hey, honey, this is getting in your way. Would you consider doing it this way? Are you ready for fortune expansion and, restoration and expansion? Because it is your divine right. If you are willing to do something different, come and work with me in the Deliberate Millionaire Assembly. At the time of this recording, today, you get 50% off for as long as you remember. You need to message me the word millionaire. And let's get started. It's time to step away from the craziness of mass mind consciousness of fear and craziness right now and rise over that. Rise victorious over that. Come on, put yourself in an environment where you are surrounded by love. You are covered in what I can only say is prayer here. Let it start to change you from the inside out. But remember, this is for practical spiritual people. So if you think there's some, you're just going to pray so a few words and that'll be that. No, no, no. I'm looking for those who are willing to do what it takes internally and externally. What time is it? Because my daughter needs to go out. I'm going to have to stop this now. So message me the word millionaire. I will get the details to you. Share this with someone else. Share this with someone else as well. Okay? Because there are other people that need to hear this, people that are getting too overwhelmed with the anxiety that is paramount in the world right now. It's time to break free. As I said before, today is the day of fortune restoration and expansion, if you will claim it. Message me the word millionaire. Share this with someone else. It's time for deliberate millionaires to rise up. Are you ready? Are you ready to show people a different way? First and foremost, by getting on your true design path, clearing the blocks to peace and plenty in your life so that you start to live an expanded life. Start to show others what is possible when you're living in your true design. It's time to get deliberate, people. It's time to get deliberate, my loves. Message me the word millionaire to find out about the assembly. Get your 50% discount. Share this with someone else. Okay? Much amazing, 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 amazing love. Whatever you choose to do, let today be a day where you feel covered, surrounded by love. That you know that everything is working out for your good. There is nothing to fear. You are safe. You are loved. You are fully supported. Whatever happens, you win. You win. The universe is trying to support you in your win. Now, don't just get by. Choose to rise victorious. Okay? You win. Until the next time we speak, my loves. Much amazing love. Again, message me the word millionaire if you want to hear about the DM assembly. Share this with somebody else. Let's encourage people to rise up. Okay? Much love, much, much love, much, much, much love. Until the next time. Bye.